Hi, this is Gail. Welcome to my channel. Well, today I am bringing you another finished product. Yeehaw! Okay, this one I have had around for probably at least 2 years, if not longer. And I was lucky enough to find this beautiful embroidered and appliqued and just gorgeous fabric. It was actually part of a sari, which I believe was made either for a child or for a teen. It's rather small, so I might be able to get yet one more cover out of it, but I am not positive. So we shall see. At any rate, I thought the fabric was so beautiful. I did not want to change this boho cover at all. So I just left it as is. And you can see it does have a tassel. You can see here the spine, and it is fully loaded, most definitely. And the tassel is one that I made, and it has there's some beads in the pieces as well. And then I made this little bead dangle to go with it. Couldn't really find the exact color that I wanted for the beads, so that was kind of what I ended up coming the closest with. It is on a bulldog clip, so it's detachable. And I'm going to do just that for the purposes of looking through this journal. This journal has had some issues in its creation, I will say that. Um, I wanted to try a new binding method, so it is the hidden spine method. And I had some issues with that and not totally satisfied with how it turned out, but that's life. So you will notice that at the bottom, this has a lot of bead dangles because that's oh so boho. And then here, let me move the little bow some, and you can see there are even more dangles here. Not all of them are showing right now, but a couple of sets of those as well. This actually only has two signatures. The issue that I found was I really should have gone with a wider spine than I did. And unfortunately, I did not, so it's a bit alligator mouth. And something else that I found, the sari silk that I got, it was an ironed batch that I purchased. I have never had this happen before. However, I went to untie it, and not roughly, I might say, but it ripped. So I'm a little bit afraid if I cut it off, it's too short to tie. So I guess I might have to just repair that a bit. So things you learn along the way. Now, initially, what I wanted to do here was to use this beautiful fabric right here for the inside. I thought that would be great. However, what I found was I cut it too short because this is not the original old book that I had planned to use for this. I cannot find the one that I gutted. It's here somewhere, but I can't find it. So this also would have added more bulk, and I thought too much to an already alligator-mouthed journal. Then I loved this, so I thought this might make a really pretty pocket on there as well. So maybe in the second journal, if I plan properly, I'll be able to do just that. So instead, I was lucky enough to find some paper, a digital print that I had purchased some point in the past that actually was perfect color. It may not show up properly in the light. Speaking of which, let me move that. It's a bit too bright. Oh, now I have a shadow, so I'm going to turn that off. At any rate, it is turquoise, and I thought it turned out well. I found these digital prints and thought they looked cute on the inside cover here. And then on the back, this also was part of the digital print. So I put that on. So I thought that saved it a bit. Let me get this light off there. Let's see if that helps any with the glare. This is a rather shiny scrapbooking paper, and it's very heavy, which also posed a problem for me as I was trying to do my signatures. It was so stiff that it really would not bend, and instead it just kept pushing all the papers out. So what I did was I took it to my scoreboard and scored on either side of the center, and then that helped to alleviate the issues. It gave it a little more bend, and that seemed to work out well. Okay, so let's get started. Each of the signatures has a tab and then a little charm. And this, like I said, it's heavy duty. It's like a light cardboard almost. And here you see the beautiful sari and the beading, just incredible. And here a little pocket for whatever. This is a onion skin or tracing paper. I think this might actually be onion skin. And I just love the look of that see-through against the tea and coffee dyed paper. I believe this paper is actually tea dyed. I did some stenciling, a little bit of stamping. Again, a little stenciling. This is a little paper clip that I put on the belly band. And of course, there's room to add some more under or through the belly band. I used a couple of different kits for the printables. Love this picture. And I've done sewing around all the edges because at that point, for some reason, I did not print these back to back, and I ended up sewing two together. But it worked out okay, I felt. Lots of writing space in this journal. This actually is glued on, and I had a stencil, and I used jelly pens, and this is actually stenciled on a piece of deli paper. And then I glued it on. Thought the feather was somewhat symbolic. And this little pocket is some paper weaving with the scrapbook paper. I remembered I watched, it was either Diane H. or G. Kerr do some paper weaving, and I thought, oh, that would be pretty with the scrapbook paper. So that's what I did. So each signature has one of those pockets. And again, more of the scrapbook paper, but this is lighter weight. It's from the same pad. It's Storyteller. And like I said, it has been at least 2 years, if not longer, since I worked on this. And so I don't know if it's still available, but possibly. And look at all of these. This is a bead trim. And I had to reinforce the edge because the trim didn't want to stay on because it's so heavy. Okay, flop it over. And again, an adorable picture from the printable. And yet another one. This paper it's very old. It's very thin. It's not obviously see-through, so it's not onion skin or tracing paper, and it doesn't have that crinkly sound, but it's very thin. So perhaps some special sort of parchment or stationery. I'm not quite sure. Again, some stenciling, a little bit of stamping, but it's very, very vague. I wanted to have plenty of room for writing in my journal. I was a Spanish teacher before I retired. Well, Spanish was one of the many subjects that I taught. And so I had lots of Spanish materials. This is a very old workbook page. This came from one of my first years in teaching. So yes, very, very old. And this was a cute little pocket. I cannot remember where I learned how to make this pocket, but someone online, and I thought it was really cute. So I added the little extras to it, and it is a fold out. And so you can do your writing as well. So I thought that was really cute. And there's a pocket as well in either place that I could shove something in. But since it's already pretty chunky, didn't think I needed to add any more, if you know what I mean. Some more stenciling, more of that beautiful, beautiful scrapbook paper. Another printable, lots of writing space in here. More stenciling and stamping. And this also is a little pocket. Nothing in there right now, but there could be. So I don't think there is anyways. Nope, nothing in there. And notice the music. The Gypsy Camp is what it was called, or is called. And this is a flip. After I made a couple of these, I decided to start making them magnetized so they stayed where you put them. Oh, wait, this is magnetized. What am I talking about? I think I had clipped it when I was trying to sew in the signatures. This is a pocket, and this is an altered slip, an alterations altered slip. How about that? He who finds a friend finds a treasure, for sure. And then up here, another little playing card that I thought looked a bit boho. So then let's take it off for a minute, and it flips. Let's start here. Yes, we have another boho lady, and on the back, room for journaling, and I'm not going to pull that anymore. And here, yet another boho lady, and you can see, I think this is Kool-Aid dyed paper on the back. Might be avocado, but I think it's Kool-Aid. Another boho lady with journaling possibilities. And here's the back. Made an altered guest check. Catching up with the dream. Oops, it's gotten a little, there we go. And back is just lined for writing. And again, we have another cool playing card that looks rather boho, I might say. So let's see if we can put that back in. This fabric is some sari fabric, and isn't it just gorgeous? And I am not an orange person, but I really like that. And let's see here. Put that over the top, and there we go. It does stay. Center of our signature here. And I goof with that because I was so used to starting on the inside and going to the outside with a regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch and coming out on the spine. That's where I started, and oops, I really should have started on the outside this time. because that's hidden, because it's a hidden spine. Duh, on my part. Okay, more stenciling. This one even had some writing on here, which was fun. And even the printables have a lot of writing space. Isn't she cute? Another little belly band, a little tag, imagine. Little tag here, long ago and far away. Back of that beautiful paper. And Romani life, indeed. Beautiful printables. I will let you know in the description box where I got my printables from in case you're interested. And oh yes, this is a long envelope. You know, it's been so long I forget what I've made. A little dangle here. Nothing in it so far. Oh, this way, there we go. And again, a beautiful piece of cloth and sequins. Another one of those little itty bitty pockets that folds out. Another cute tag. Wonderful old times, indeed. Oh, let's see, put her back here, I guess. Another one of those feathers. This time, I did some of the jelly pens on an old tea bag. Really like doing some work on tea bags. Another beautiful digital print. And here, this is a little flip, plus a little tag, plus a little paper clip. Just love all the sequins. More writing space. Here's the other side of that tracing paper print. Another pocket here. End of that signature and on to the next. And you'll notice, again, we have a cute little charm. Another pocket here. Another beautiful print on tracing paper. And here we have a little pocket. And it says, "May you touch dragonflies and stars, dance with the fairies, and talk to the man on the moon. Be yourself." And a cute little cluster down here. Another tag here, and again, that's more of that paper weaving. Some stenciling up here. A little side tuck using some of the beautiful sari fabric and beading. Another adorable printable. Here's the paper weaved pocket for this signature. Lovely tag. Some beading on here, or some bling, I should say. And notice at the bottom we have here some more bead dangles. Again, more of the jelly pen art on deli paper and then decoupaged on. A cute little flip here, and don't think anything's inside there right now, but there could be. Another cute digital, very colorful digital. This is a corner tuck. Big gem there. Wanderlust, and indeed, that would be the Romani life. Again, another one of those over-the-top flips. I think this idea came from Wendy of Wendy's Journal Adventures. Cute little envelope. They look like young children. And don't know if there's, oh yeah, there is something in here. And there she is. Isn't she a beauty? And these are little tags. And yes, there is something in there, but can I get it? I think I'll only do this one and not the other one. Let's unfold and see what the mystery holds, because I haven't seen this in a long time. Oh, a quote. Oh, I love this quote. A gypsy soul isn't lost in looking. A gypsy soul is one who loves movement and finding the pulse in nature and flight as a metaphor. One who thinks everything is music. One who knows and holds an inward and therefore outwardly contagious kind of freedom. That's by Victoria Erickson, author, Edge of Wonder. That was one of those situations where I remember just Googling gypsy quotes and came up with some wonderful ones. But as I said again, I'm not going to try to get into that one. It's a little fiddly, as you can see. The back of this one is a cute little tag. Oh, and here's a quote. And let's see. This is how you create your own artful aliveness. Everything is a blank page, a new gorgeous beginning, an opportunity, a flawlessly timed lesson. There is always possibility in both great pain and exquisite pleasure. Victoria Erickson. Another lovely quote. Some embellishing here. And inside, let us see. Inside, a couple of tickets, the gypsies. Another beautiful lady. Oh, there we go. And whoops, over here, that same lady that we saw before, only she's not bedazzled and bejeweled like I had done her. Okie dokie. Are you seasick yet from watching this thing flip around? Because I think I might be. Okay, let's see. That goes that way. Flips over. And it also is magnetized. Okay, so you can see all of these lovely dangles. And in every signature, there are different dangles. So, okay, back over here, another beautiful digital. Another sari silk pocket. This was the center, and it really was struggling. So I did reinforce it with some Tim Holtz washi, and it's maps. So that I thought was definitely apropos. Beautiful beaded applique. Song of the birds, indeed, because Romanis do travel and move around a lot, like the birds. Okay, and this, yes, is another one of those fold outs. And it holds something in the pocket. I had to put it on sideways because it was too big for the page otherwise. So, this little fold out says travel. And it's like a little postcard. It's actually an envelope. Nothing's in it. Okay, and here we have yet another little envelope, and I'm not going to worry about it. Doesn't have anything in it. And the back, little bejewelment, says adventure. Okay, put that back in here. As you can see, this thing has a lot of embellishing. This is yet another, not a wise decision on my part. This is pretty thin paper, and then to put something this heavy, not smart. But at any rate, this was also one of those embellishments that Wendy taught us how to make. This says, a wayside camp and caravan. And you could use it as a little journaling card, but I also used it as a stopper for this so it didn't keep sliding out. And she's bejeweled. And here we have a tag down here. I'm not going to pull it all the way out. Of course, it says the Gypsies. Another beautiful lady. Dream. Have her peeking over the top like that. That's lovely. Okay, we open it up. The fortune teller. Another tag. Romani life. And Gypsy love song. Another tag. Over here, Gypsy. This, I believe, is, yeah, a window envelope. Has a count. Must be, reminds me of the envelopes my husband used to use for his jewelry business to put items in. And this is way tiny, but it's a poem about gypsy life. And there we have the lovely lady. You can see I used book pages, old book pages, to make this. And then the back. More tags. Oops, and here's a quote. Oh, this is a great quote. Road trips are the equivalent of human wings. Ask me to go on one? Anywhere. We'll stop in every small town and learn the history and stories, feel the ground and capture the spirit. Then we'll turn it into our own story that will live inside our history to carry with us always, because stories are more important than things. Victoria Erickson. So true. I am a road tripper. Love to take road trips. So, there we have it. Beautiful. And we'll tuck that back in here, like so. More printables. This is, of course, a little flip for hidden writing and more of that beautiful sari fabric. These, in case you can't tell, they are definitely glittery, with the little elephants being glittered. Lots of gold glitter on these. And here we have another little fabric flip or tuck. Another digital. Now, as you can see, what's on the other side is a paper clip. And I put it up there because this tended to slide a bit. So I'm not going to unclip it to save time. This also was something inspired by Wendy's Journal Adventures and another little writing source. And a great way to use stencils. This, I believe, is some Kool-Aid dyed paper. It's sort of a pale blue or turquoise. We're almost to the end now. More digitals. That really thin but lovely old paper. The tracing paper. Here's yet another belly band. And that wonderful thick, shiny scrapbooking paper, caravan, and a horse. So I will also link below the link for my friend Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, her tutorial on how to do a hidden spine. It's a great tutorial. She does a great job teaching. I just wish I was a better student. You know what I mean? Anyhow, things just seemed to go wrong on this no matter what I did. But eventually I did get one done. Now, I still have 3 more signatures. Probably too much to put in one book. We'll see. If I do put it in one book, I'm going to create the spine myself, and it will be humongous. But that's okay. I just want to finish it. I'm pleased that I got this done. I hope that I have inspired you to go out and finish some of your projects. And even if you encounter some difficulties along the way, I hope that you are able to finish them up anyhow and make something beautiful. Go out and have some fun and create today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.